Hello everyone, this is your Anand Kaushal. Namaste, Adab and Sat Shri Akal. Welcome to my today's video where we will be exploring the fascinating journey of the hospitality industry, its origin, growth and how it has evolved into the massive global sector we know today. So let's begin. The term hospitality originates from the Latin word hospice, which means host or guest. It's about creating a welcoming environment for the visitors, making them feel comfortable and providing the services to meet their needs. If I have to divide the evolution and growth of the hospitality and hotel industry, I will be dividing into four different eras. The first one, it started in ancient era. Second, medieval era. The third, 19th century. And the fourth is the modern era, where we can see now the modernized hotel and hospitality industry. Now we will be discussing about all the four eras in details. The first era is called as the ancient era, where the hospitality have started. It has been recorded and there are the evidence that in Greece and Rome it was considered a duty to host the travelers and offer them the food, drink and shelter. The concept was about the cultural values of respect and generosity. During that time, the people used to take the journey with their domestic animals such as horses, camels and elephants, and they used to travel in a group which are also called as caravan. These group of people used to travel during the daytime and they start finding the safe place before the sunset, looking for the safe accommodation where they can have a sound sleep, they can have their food and water. So this was all about the ancient era. Now we will move to the second era, which is also called as Middle Ages, the medieval era. If you have seen in the ancient era, the group of people used to travel, but they can travel for a very less time and they are responsible to find their own safe accommodation. During the Middle Ages, the families or the husband-wife used to provide the large hall to the travelers, where the travelers can keep their animals and they can also make their own bed. They were being also offered the food and the drinks, and these travelers have to pay a nominal price. These kind of concept were called as inns. So the inn concept started during the medieval era or the Middle Ages. If you see the primitive lodging houses or the inns, it originated to cater or support the needs of the travelers. Slowly it became very popular and they are being called by the different names in different countries. Like for example, in India, it is called as Dharamsala and Sarais. In Japan, it was called with the name Ryokans. In Spain, it is called as Paradors. In Portugal, it is called as Posadas. In America, coffee houses. In Europe, taverns and inns. And in France, it is called as cabarets and hosteliers. In Switzerland, it is called as mansions and hospitia. In Greece, it is called as fatnal and in China, Relay House. So the inns became very popular during the medieval era, and they are being called with the different names in the different countries. Now we will be talking about the third era, which is called as the 19th century. It is also called and known as the birth of the modern hospitality. If you see, the modern concept of the hotel already began in the late 17th century itself, and the first modern hotel was considered as the City Hotel in New York with total 73 rooms in year 1794. Before I move forward, let me tell you the hotel industry and a hospitality industry are the same part, and it has been merged in the 5th century itself. So the hospitality industry have seen the industrial revolution in the 19th century, which have improved the travel like railroads, steamships, and this kind of transportation made the journey more easier and faster. The journey can be more smoother and the people can travel to the far places. Due to this reason, the need of accommodation was more, and looking into this, and because of this reason, it is called as the modern concept of the hotel industry. So as I said, in the late 17th century, the City Hotel was considered the first modern hotel, followed by the Tremont House in Boston with 170 rooms, Palmer House in Chicago. Then the Palace Hotel came with 800 rooms, and then there were many hotels which became very famous, and it also came with different modern facilities. Now we will be moving to the next era, which is called as the 20th century. The 20th century is also considered the bridge between the ancient hotel and the modern hotel what we are witnessing now. It is also popularly called as the age of globalization because during this century there is a massive growth in hospitality, especially after World War II. The airlines began offering the commercial flights and the travel became more accessible in the middle class. The major hotel brands, the major chain hotels like Hilton, Marriott, Sheraton emerged, creating the global brands with a standard of service across the world. In the late 20th century, the hospitality industry had grown not just in the form of hotels but also restaurants, cruise lines, theme parks, and many more. The hospitality industry in our 21st century is considered as a new era. Today, the hospitality industry is one of the largest industry in the world, and the technology has brought a lot of change in the way we travel and experience hospitality. From online booking platforms like Airbnb to artificial intelligence in the customer service, the industry continues to grow. I would like to conclude the hospitality industry has come a long way from offering the simple shelters to the travelers to becoming a multi-billion-dollar industry that touches almost every aspect of our lives. And as we travel, the hospitality will keep growing. So thank you once again for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more insights into the world of hospitality at Only Know Show. In my next video, I will come with more interesting topic. Thank you.